my name is Jennifer Lee. I am a lead lifestyle counselor at the Center for Community Health and Prevention. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about navigating transitions for our children and families. And especially for this time of year when there's a lot of preparation and anticipation for back to school, we thought it would be helpful to talk about some tips and tricks on navigating transitions. So first off, I'd like to really just say that transitions can be really challenging and can take some time to adjust. So when we're thinking about transitions, even big or small, it can be really hard to give ourselves enough space and time to transition during changes. And oftentimes that people can react to different changes quite differently. So that can be hard to predict and prepare for as well. Especially for our children and young people, they also face numerous challenges and transitions throughout their youth. This can be from starting school to moving homes potentially, welcoming new siblings, dealing with other family changes, changes in friendships or social groups. And we know a big one is adolescence. So there are lots of different changes that can happen. And as parents and caregivers, it is important to think about how can we help our youth navigate some of these transitions that we have been through ourselves. One of the first things I think about for navigating transitions is making space for questions. So we know that everyone reacts a little differently to various transitions. So asking questions can help create an open space for connection and also some possible problem solving. Some of the questions that we might begin with, like for example, for starting school, it might be asking questions like, what is the biggest challenge you think will happen for first day of school? Or what do you think the easiest part of the first day of school will be? Or what are you worried about? Or who or what can we plan for if you don't know what to do or where to go on your first day? So kind of anticipating and keeping that line of communication open around what that transition might look like. Another big thing is that transitions can oftentimes come with lots of big feelings. And so acknowledging different feelings and trying to create a space to practice emotion regulation might be a good opportunity. Getting curious about what the experience is like for our young people is a really good place to start, and acknowledging their perspectives and what they're thinking about can be a really great way to build relationships and also a sense of relatedness. Some ways to practice emotion regulation. We know that deep breathing is a huge one. It can also be really helpful to practice connecting to our senses. So maybe pointing out and acknowledging, like, what do I smell? What do I see? What am I tasting? Those types of things can help ground the body when we're having, really big emotional responses. This is another big one, sharing your own experience and learnings from what we experienced as parents or caregivers through a particular transition. So we know that children really look to us for guidance on how to respond in different scenarios, and do appreciate when they can hear from us about how we navigated certain things that are similar. Obviously sharing experiences and learnings that are age appropriate, but I think that in the act of sharing, it can really help our young people navigate, whatever they're navigating. Okay, this is where our awesome problem solving and ability to prepare in advance can come into play. Wherever we can really help support autonomy for our young people and create an environment for shared decision making when possible, like brainstorming different solutions. can help build a sense of autonomy and even some confidence in kind of what the situation is needing. And this is the last tip. Transitions again can feel like a lot of uprooting, like things are unknown or there's a lot happening all at once. So we know that as humans and especially as children, we thrive in predictability. So wherever we can maintain routines as much as possible, or wherever possible would be great, especially as it will kind of cultivate a sense of security and grounding in things that we have already established. So whenever you can maintain the routines, it is helpful to prioritize. Okay. Lastly, I think it's important to remember that we are also navigating the transition too, along with our, children and young people. So just as a reminder to be kind and patient with ourselves as we're navigating some transition too. All right. Thank you so much.